we just talk about the figures. Ideally here what should have happened? Figures should have been given about the water resources. Okay? Because remember, if you compare your optional and GS answer writing, you will find that GS optimum marks are achieved when you also tend to write some facts, and also you substantiate your answers with facts. So in GS you should take into account. Okay? So here also you start with this factual content, then you come to the second part, that is critically examine why it still suffers from water scarcity. Okay, now just before we continue, what do you understand by this term water scarcity? It is a situation where what is happening, the per capita water availability becomes lesser than 1700 cubic meters. Okay? So that type of situation we call it as water scarcity. Now, if you are reading your newspapers, I think it was in May or something, there was a report in Hindu. There was an article in Hindu on this whole issue. That what has happened, there was actually a paper presented by a water advisory company is there. Okay, so that presented a paper regarding this water scarcity in India, because it has reached to almost, if you talk about per capita, it has reached almost to 1800 cubic meters. Okay? So again we are reaching very near to that water scarcity levels. Okay? So that is the context of this question, in which this question has been asked. So if you talk about in the introduction, you could have also started with your context. One of the best ways of starting your introductions is you talk about the context in which the question has been asked. Okay? So here that context could also have been used. But definitely you should also be writing about the factual figures, what is the amount of water resources that are available in India. Okay? Now if we talk about, then it is saying critically examine why it still suffers from water scarcity. So there are a number of reasons why we are still suffering from water scarcity. Whenever I think about the reason, I think about natural and man-made reasons. Okay? So both types of reasons are there. So first, generally I will start my answer with naturally also there are situations of water scarcity created, and again what is the reason for that? Nature of the monsoon. Okay? In India what is happening? Nature of the monsoon is such that there are parts of India which are receiving very low amount of rainfall. Okay? So much of your western India, it is receiving very low amount of rainfall. Also your central part of India, central peninsula and the adjoining regions of Maharashtra, MP, all those areas, they are receiving comparatively much lesser rainfall. Okay? So there is spatial variability in rainfall. Also nature of monsoon is such that there are annual variabilities, inter-annual variabilities. So these are also sometimes creating water scarcity. Okay? So that is one type, we can simply say that is one of the reasons, natural reasons. But there are several other reasons which are mainly man-made. Okay? So you come to man-made reasons, ultimately you start talking about other man-made reasons. So what are man-made reasons of this water scarcity? Come on, yeah.
Use of fertilizer.
See, number of reasons are there. Whenever you have to write, you write in sequence. Very important is the most important should be written first, then you come to others. Okay? So if we talk about these, one very important reason is definitely excessive use of water or misuse of water. So if we talk about misuse or excessive use of water, definitely there are number of reasons, but definitely most important reason is excessive use in agriculture sector. You might be knowing that agriculture sector is the biggest user of water. Almost 80% is used by agricultural sector. Okay? So you talk about the role of agriculture sector. Faulty irrigation and agricultural practices, all these are responsible for misuse, particularly where in the green revolution regions, there what has happened, there has been lowering of groundwater. Okay? Further, this is compounded by excessive domestic and industrial misuse. That is also compounding this. It is very clear from lowering of groundwater levels in urban centers. there also what is happening, groundwater level is lowered. Okay, so that is one of the reasons that is there. Then you talk about other reasons. So if you talk about other reasons, definitely one reason is related with pollution of the freshwater resources. So this pollution is on account of definitely agriculture, industry, as well as domestic. All these kinds of pollution issues, they are creating this scarcity of freshwater resources. Okay. Then what is happening in many cases, what is happening, pollution is also from natural causes. For example, especially in coastal areas, this pollution is mainly due to encroachment of salty water in the zone of freshwater. Okay. So all these factors you ultimately write here as a part of it. Then ultimately, because this in these type of questions, always there is scope of giving some suggestion. Okay. So in the conclusion, ideally you should also be writing a type of suggestion. So what kind of suggestion we can write here? Definitely we should be our attitude, और देखो अभी और reasons बता देता हूँ, since we haven't talked about reasons, पहले उसको बात कर लेते हैं. Other reasons we can talk about. One important reason is that what has happened, we have through our activities we have altered the hydrological cycle in India. ठीक है? So this is your rainfall or precipitation, this is runoff, and this is infiltration or groundwater infiltration. ठीक है? So what we have done, we have cleared the forests, also we have concretized the land. On account of this, what has happened, situation has now become more like this. Groundwater is less recharged, runoff is going more into the sea. So again, because of that, what would happen? Availability of freshwater resources would decline. Okay? So again, this is one of the reasons. Then you can talk about other reasons as well. Culture of recycling of water is still not developed in India. Okay? So again, that is one of the reasons why this phenomena has become important. Okay? So you talk about these man-made causes, then ultimately you come to conclusion and give the solution. Best solution we can give is all the three things we saw. One is we can increase the amount of these freshwater resources. Definitely the best way is rainwater harvesting. Okay? That is the best way. Then another important, best way when we are talking about rainwater harvesting, one reason you could have also written that the traditional rainwater harvesting aspects have been diluted. Okay. Otherwise, what was happening before, if you talk about in India, there was this culture of rainwater harvesting. For example, you might have, if you have gone into villages, you might have seen that in the center of the villages there used to be a pond, small pond, like those kind of features. Okay. So again, these kind of things have got diluted over a period of time. That culture has been lost. Okay. So that rainwater harvesting, so creation of freshwater resources. Second very important thing is that whatever freshwater resources we have, we do not pollute. Okay. So both the suggestions should be written. Creation, you talk about rainwater harvesting. Best way of rainwater harvesting is afforestation. Okay. Through afforestation. Then it can also be done through some artificial measures like construction of artificial ponds, etc. Cities also. That all space actually में नहीं है. This much examples you can also. So actually space that would be available would be, you might be just able to write rainwater harvesting. That much space would be available. Okay? And definitely strict implementation of rules and regulations so that pollution of the groundwater is limited.
Tapping of freshwater resources.
That is rainwater harvesting.
Like on glaciers also, there is glaciers also. There is with increasing climate change, they are being melted.
Definitely, but again, what is happening? That is more of a natural phenomena. There, how can you tap? One of the ways you can tap is you can make several your dams, etc., reservoirs. But again, there is a problem created because of that. There are several negative aspects related to it. So do not suggest such type of measures. Okay.
Can the flood waters be utilized in some manner? Can the flood waters be utilized in some manner?
Flood waters. can be utilized in some manner. There can be ways of utilizing the flood waters, but in general what is happening, you do not allow. Ideally what should happen? We should not allow the floods to come. Okay? And the best way is you initially only you do this water harvesting, etc. Okay? So in that case what would happen? Is fresh water resources would not be. Okay. Is it getting late or something? Last. Next question is, the states of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand are reaching the limits of ecological carrying capacity due to tourism. Critically evaluate. So again, as I said before, this is one statement where the question is asking about critically evaluation of this statement. Now that means your answer should contain two aspects, where first you should be writing for the statement, but almost 50% of your answer should also be against the statement. Okay? And most of the students, what will happen, they would be missing that second part, which is equally important, which you should not be doing. So identifying these keywords is very critical to your getting marks. Now, if you talk about state of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand reaching the limits of ecological carrying capacity, how can we say that? How can we justify this statement? How can you justify this statement?
Recent floods and
Number of these, there have been several signs, okay, and these signs have been in the form, mainly in the form of increased environmental hazards in these areas. They have presented or given us number of signs that what has happened, this ecological carrying capacity has been reached. Okay, you talk about how this modification has taken place. Whenever you have to think about these modifications, just remember that if you are talking about geography, 4 elements of geography are there. 4 basic elements. One is your land, then atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. Okay. So in each of these cases what has happened? The carrying capacity seems to have been reached. For example, in case of land, there is more number of landslides taking place in these states, definitely, which is indicative that the carrying capacity has been reached. Okay. Similarly, in case of, if you talk about hydrosphere, there have been increase in the frequency of floods in these areas, which again is showing that their carrying capacity has been reached. Okay. Similarly, biosphere, if you talk about, there has been increasing removal of forests in this area, especially on account of tourism related activities. So which is again indicative that carrying capacity has been reached. Okay. For example, many of these states, they are not up to the level of the amount of forest cover that should be present here. For example, in general you talk about these western Himalayan states particularly, they have comparatively lesser forest area compared to the eastern Himalayan states. Okay. So again it is showing that this carrying capacity has been reached. Okay. In fact, it is also visible in the form of, for example, removing of meadows for making camps, etc. All these degradation of these pastures, etc. to make camp for the people. So again, all these activities, what they are showing, that such a carrying capacity has been reached. Okay. So in the first part, you justify this statement that definitely it has happened. It seems to be happening. This has been further exacerbated, or it has been made more problematic by global warming, which is definitely in future it is bound to decrease the capacity. Because of that, there will be several problems. So again, what is happening? Number of problems are emerging. So first aspect of your answer should be containing this. Then second aspect, come to the second aspect of the answer. And second aspect is, all these problems, they are mainly because of the, what we can say, the wrong methodologies of development of tourism that has been adopted. Ideally, in such areas, what should have happened? In a fragile zone like Himalayas, more eco-friendly tourism techniques or more sustainable tourism should have been adopted. And here, what we are adopting more corporate type of tourism. Okay, so this is the root cause of the problem. So you talk about, from here you talk about how it can be how if we just adopt sustainable tourism method, how it would be very very helpful. ठीक है? So if we talk about sustainable tourism practices, number of them I have written in the material. ठीक है? You can just use it from there. Okay.
So how global warming is?
Definitely global warming would be a factor because that is leading to melting of the glaciers. Okay, that is again because of that more areas are getting flooded in these areas. Number of things would be increasing. For example, erosion etc. would be increasing. Landslide because of that would be increasing. Okay, so all those things would be increasing because of that. Okay. Next is. How far do you agree with the behavior of Indian monsoon has been changing due to humanizing landscape? So again, it was a challenging question, good question in fact. How monsoon behavior has been changing due to change in landscape done by the humans. So how will you write this? Best way is, again in the introduction itself, you summarize what you are going to write. Best type of introduction should have been this type. So you just write, humanizing of the landscape has altered all the components of the environment, including all these which have affected the Indian monsoon. Okay? So you then start with how each of them have changed the Indian monsoon. Okay? And the best or the most important modification has been due to modification in the atmosphere. So one paragraph ideally should have been written on atmosphere. So how we have modified the atmosphere? We have added more greenhouse gases into the atmosphere as well as more particulate matter in the atmosphere. This has altered the temperature and pressure profile